I appreciate that. If you could play yourself in any horror movie and try to fight your way out, what would it be?
The final one.
That's a real nice idea.
Because we know what's there, so we know what to do.
The Shining would be terrifying. They all would be terrifying. But that's the thing going into it. Being in that house with The Shining is.
Then you wouldn't. I would because I want to find out. Like, you really know it's good, right? I go in the maze. I feel like something spiritual is a little more dangerous, though. It's not like slashing camera.
That's true, right?
Yeah, that's why we're not going to do it. So, are any of you guys playing like two type or against type here? Like, if you were in a horror movie, would you play your cliche cookie cutter type character in the film?
I hate to say it because she's a bitch, but I think she's misunderstood. But yeah, kind of like I think that I am very blunt about things, and I kind of say it as it is, which it could in a few occasions could be like to a fault. It can be sort of mean about something if I'm just being very direct about it, and that's how Vicki is too. She's like, okay, look, we're in a movie, we gotta get out, that's what we gotta do, and she's just sort of like business about it. So it's very much like
I mean, I love Max, but I think I would be a little bit more. I would do more to try and like get out instead of just being like, I can't do it. I'd probably take a cue more from like Zoe in American Horror Story Coven and get that chainsaw and just cut my way through until I get out.
Better yet, out of all of you guys, who would you put your money on to survive a slasher film?
Nina. I would.
Yeah, Nina has
Nina. Yeah.
I don't think she'd doubt herself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would
she's
doubt
the most confident.
That's right. I like that point.
and they're all very smart. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
So did Todd give you guys any references for female characters in older horror movies to kind of link your characters to?
Well, I mean, there was a reference for as sort of Scream Queen. Jamie Lee Curtis was one that came up, but I don't know. I mean, he did reference a lot of films in general, and he's a big horror film fan. So, and none of us really are. So this year we all get too scared of horror films. But I think more than a reference, I think it was more just finding the characters and really building them and finding the friendships amongst these girls and the mother-daughter relationship and making it real within this crazy world so that there's some sort of randomness to it.
Did you guys get to shoot in order at all? Like just in terms of maybe the stuff in the camp and then the stuff that takes place in reality?
Our first day of work was when we first get to the movie. Like when the characters first like wake up in like Camp Bloodbath and like what's going on, and like the van comes. So we shot that in order, which was kind of great. It was helpful, you know, just to get started. And
That
like,
never
this is the track.
happens.
Yeah, it never happens.
No, very
It was
rarely.
nice.
What did Camp Bloodbath actually look like on set? Was it a fake camp built in the woods, or was
It was an actual camp, like a stayover camp, I think, right?
It's a Girl Scout camp, yeah.
But we shot in April, which is a month or two before the actual camp starts, so we just took over the whole place and added a couple canoes.
Well,
and
the big cabin that we're all in was built. That
They
was
built it there,
completely
yeah.
built.
oh, right.
Yeah, and which was amazing.
That like beautiful. Is it black with like red trim?
Yeah, so it was dark.
Yeah.
brown.
They
But
built that, and the girls. I guess they left it for the Girl Scouts.
Did they?
Yeah, they
it.
did.
They left
But
it.
the staircase goes up to nothing. It's fake
Right.
doors. So those girls are
has
going to
the
be
Girl
disappointed.
Scout camp seen the movie?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
I
so.
feel like that'd be awkward.
They did randomly. There was a couple times where like we would just see like a couple of Girl Scouts,
Yeah.
and I'm like, is that scripted or?
But it hasn't been a Girl Scout camp for 50 years, ever since the flag.
Oh man!
Was the actual house built in a way where you could maybe move walls? Because he's got a really
No.
active camera, so I can't quite wrap my head around how it would move around and not
They
have
built
lighting
it
and
big
things.
enough
They built it
for
for
that
the
reason.
shots.
They took that into consideration when they were constructing it.
How about doing that 360 shot where you're kind of running into frame over and over?
Oh man!
I assume that can't just happen.
It was spinning. The camera was like spinning.
It was this robot. It was this robo.
No, but we did do it separately.
We did do the running separately, but he would spin to get their reactions
Oh,
the
wait,
same every time.
Yeah, it would end on me and then
And Tori,
pick
yeah.
back up.
I was talking about another one. Sorry, I got excited.
Which one were you talking about?
The one when they're doing the booby trap and there's that like the thing.
That's incredible
Yeah.
too, because
Yeah.
it's going through the entire thing. It's flipping
And it was all
around.
one
You
shot.
see
Like, it
every piece
wasn't
of it.
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, we had to do
Like,
that
wasn't like
perfectly. When it lands on you, you say the timing had to be flawless.
It almost wasn't even about performance. It was about like getting to your mark, pulling the arrow at the right time, and then like after we got that, like all right, come on, get it right, act right.
This movie looks like so much fun, and then watching the bloopers after it looks like a lot of fun. How much are you guys actually thinking, what is my character thinking right now, versus, just having fun with what was on the page?
Well, my character was never really thinking, so I had to block out thoughts and try and. I don't think she understood any emotion other than fun, if that's an emotion.
It's totally an immersion.
It's an action.
I feel fun all the time.
Yeah, not knowing. So blocking out thoughts was my challenge.
Honestly, I think a couple times I was having too much fun. Todd had to be like, all right, this is what you need to be thinking. You guys, someone just died. You need to get back in it.
Yeah.
But that's what's so great about like having a fun cast and a good director. He's on top of it.
I couldn't believe you guys actually made me cry, too, at a point. I'm hysterically laughing the entire time, and there's one specific scene where you can't help but to tear up.
That's
a little bit.
awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
That's why I love this movie.
Yeah,
There's so much to it. It's not just like horror. It's not just like comedy. It's sentimental.
How is it selling that mother-daughter relationship in the beginning compared to in the film? 'Cause it's like you kind of have to hint at it, but not really.
How is it selling it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, going from when it's like really a mother-daughter relationship versus this alternate world.
It got more complicated when we went to the alternate world because it wasn't the like she said alternate world. Did I miss that?
Perfect. No, you said it twice, so I just want to say it again.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
I just think there were a lot more layers once we got to the alternate world. It wasn't so straight up. I mean, it is layered as well. Even in the real world, the mother-daughter relationship is never straight up.
And it's a teenager, especially like dealing with like a 15-year-old.
With a teenager, and who's acting as her mother. But I think the fun part about being in the fictional world. Good synonym. See how I did that? It was just nice because we got to play around, and also for the audience to go at the end. Well, did she know that she was her mother, or didn't she? Regardless, there was a real bond and a real relationship. So it was fun to play around with it.
And I have to wrap up, but I just wanted to ask: can you really do that stuff with the machete?
I did most of it.
That's very
I did
nice.
most
Spinning
of it.
thing?
Yeah, I did most of it except for like on set.
The back, except the slide leg thing.
Yeah, I could.
You did that back?
I did part of it. No, I did part of it. I did the fake.
You had to
cut
do
it
the first
really,
part?
No, yeah, I did like the first part and the last part, and when like actually you have to have your body like fit enough to like jump up.
The lady sitting next to me when you did that was like, oh shit.
Machete
She's a
stuff. It was
badass.
fun.
You sell it very
She's a
well.
legit badass.
Thanks.